What's up, everybody? Konnichiwa biscuits. It's me, Andres Salazar. Today, double feature. We're doing something a little different today. Both of these albums, Meek Mill's Expensive Pain and Wiki's Half God, both were released last Friday, October the 1st. And I thought, you know what? I could do two videos of each of them because I really wanted to listen to the Meek Mill one. And I said, you know what? Forget about it. Let's do them both. Let's do verses. Let's do a head-to-head. Let's do a shootout and see, does the trap Meek from Philly beat out the Wiki New York kind of underground rap? Is it underground? I'm not sure what it is. I want to know the name of that. Let's do it, right? Well, that was the plan. I listened to both of them a couple times, 2-3 times each. Today took a lot of the whole day, and it's hard to do this. It's kind of unfair to do them because I like them both. But let's go ahead and get into both of these albums. We'll start with the Philly Meek Mill, Expensive Pain. This is trap. This is very modern, normal kind of what we're hearing. I don't think there's anything necessarily new or innovative, but it is like popular. It's got the right sounds. That's just like, it sounds good. I mean, it's good. Producer, a lot of different producers are on this. One of the producers, Cardo, produced most of it, but there's some other tracks that he was involved in. On the other side, on Wiki, Half God, he's from New York. I would say this is like, when I listen to it, it's kind of like indie rap, if that makes sense. It's like, it's this underground, it's not as commercial. I can see it being more like the mellow music group, like that kind of stuff, like L'Orange and Solomon, like Marlowe, those kind of things. I feel like that's where he sits. Now that is all produced by a producer named Navy Blue. Little fact about Navy Blue, he is also a model and a skateboarder, like a professional skateboarder. That was kind of interesting. So yeah, he makes money skating, modeling, and he's also a freaking producer. And I like it a lot. Like, I would say Navy Blue is, he's got chops. He's right up there with the guys I like L'Orange, maybe Alchemist, stuff that reminds me of like Mad Lib stuff. So we'll get into it. Both of these guys have been in the game a while. Meek Mills, of course, have done a lot of like big projects with a lot of people. And Wiki has done some projects, but not as high profile. Again, you're looking at really commercial versus underground. So in that way, it's a little harder to kind of like compare, but let's do it because that's what we do here. We're doing the shootout. Expensive Pain is energetic. Expensive Pain it's faster, it's upbeat, it's it's kind of fun in that way. A lot of the tracks do sound similar, but that's kind of the vibe, that's the sound, that's what he's doing, that's what's going on. For Half God, it is slower, smoother, mellow. The samples feel like grabbed from vinyl, like old funk and soul and that kind of stuff. So that speaks to me a little bit more, just my tastes, so I kind of like those grooves a little bit more. I kind of like that kind of like old sample that's used over and over and over with not that many layers of drums and things like that. Whereas in Meek Mill's, it's a lot more produced, a lot more drums, a lot more bass, a lot more kind of like modern sound, if that makes sense. I think they're both really good though. Let's just hit some of the Meek Mill stuff. Intro, I really like. It's called Intro, the first track. Really liked it. Outside, the second track was pretty good too. I was like, okay, this is cool. I like the speed. I like the way it's going. The third track, On My Soul, really kind of like lost me a bit because of the auto-tune. And it was a little odd because Meek doesn't use autotune for all these tracks, just certain ones. And On My Soul particularly really got on my nerves, the autotune. I just don't get it sometimes. I understand the modern usage of autotunes. By way, want to see a cool documentary on Netflix, there's a show about music, and there's an episode about autotune and how it came about, the history. T-Pain's in it. He's talking about it. It's very, very good. So anyway, back to Meek Mill's use of autotune. I just feel like it just is this extra layer of processing, which is kind of, to me, distracting. It works sometimes for some artists, for some reason, for particular thing, but it felt overused and it felt distracting on that track, On My Soul. That's just my kind of opinion. I felt like it was not needed. I really liked the fourth track called Me, featured by A$AP Ferg. I really like that. I like the beat. I really thought it had this nice little piano element to it, just a really simple piano, repeated, 5/4 notes that I really kind of dug that a lot. Ride For You had this kind of fun singing feature by Kalani. But it was a little boring, to be honest. The track was fine. I liked her singing, but it just felt like it wasn't grabbing me. Expensive Pain, that track was good. It told the story of success and kind of the sacrifices one has to make it, right? And so that was kind of fun. North Side, South Side, I really like the drums in this one. The beat was great. They had this feature called Gigs. Wasn't familiar with him. Sounds British guy. I really liked the way he was laying down that flow of this almost like a whisper kind of like vibe to it that I really dug. I thought that was really fun. We Slide is another good track. The features Young Thug is on that one. I like the hook a lot. Again, though, they had that auto-tune on that one. It's like, I didn't need that. For some reason, that kind of like bummed me out, the whole auto-tune on just some of these tracks, not all of them. Switching over to Half God, this one started off very lyrical, kind of, again, I was mentioning before, kind of a simple in the construction. And I don't mean simple in a bad way. It felt like it was a little more stripped down, I guess is another way to say that. But I like the kind of atmospheric sounds. It had this kind of indie vibe to it. I'm say indie, but underground, whatever you want to call it. And I just really kind of I gravitated towards that and went right into a track called Roof. Had this story, telling these stories of these events and these things. I really dug that a lot. Can't Do This Alone. This was interesting because this track actually featured Navy Blue, who's the producer. So that was kind of nice to kind of hear his voice. And had kind of like a Latino vibe to it and some phrasing. So I'm assuming he's got some kind of background or knows Spanish or in some way. Ego Death was great. Never Fall Off. Business. There's a track called Business. It was just okay. It had this echo that was a little distracting in it. Home was a really nice stripped down track, and then kind of like in the second act of it, kind of like switched up, which I liked. And then New Truths was a great track, kind of mellow, and Grape Soda, the last track, was another good one. I felt like this one really is, I think they're both very well done. I think they're both going for different things, and it's hard to do like a shootout. You know what I mean? It's like this versus that. It's like Batman versus Spider-Man. Well, dude, maybe you just like freaking Batman, or maybe you like Peter Parker. What are you gonna say? So it's really kind of unfair. So just to say that. That said, I gotta say who I liked. Right? That's what this is about. What I like. Personal opinion. My personal opinion is that, as if you couldn't tell already, I have to say I liked Half God better. It felt newer and fresher, at least for me, because I was unfamiliar with Wiki, and I just liked what he was going for. That is a 3.5 biscuit, but Meek Mill's Expensive Pain is 3 biscuit. I'm giving it a 3 biscuit. So I think it's, man, is it better than Moneybag Yo, Gangster's Pain? I mean, it might be better, although I did like some of those songs really well too. The Meek Mills one might be a little bit better. I think both of them are inferior to actually Lil Nas X Montero. I really like Lil Nas X Montero for some reason. Don't know why. You know, and I think Tyler the Creator is probably better than those two as well. But that's just kind of like my just off the top of my head thoughts. What do you think? What should I do next? First off, do you agree, disagree? I want to hear that. Second off, what should I review? Is there another shootout? Are there 2 albums or 2 artists that need to like go head to head? I did this honestly just because they both came out the same day. And I felt, I don't want to do the same damn videos back to back. Let's just double feature it. So this is a double feature. There you go. Thanks for watching. Check out all my videos. I'm pumping these out almost every day. I mean, a lot, okay? So subscribe to the channel. Do yourself a favor, okay? And do yourself another favor, like the video. There you go. Thanks for watching. Peace out.